God is the best artist. Some of his abstract art. Groom plays Lex tape of cheating wife during the wedding. It's a Hindu and Buddhist symbol that represents goodness and well-being. Cool. The year was 1932, and Jerry was nearly 50 years away from the invention of laser tattoo removal. Muslim prostitute marries her clients for an hour in order to have sinless legs. God, no. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. DJ Khaled says he doesn't perform oval legs, but expects it from his wife because he's the king. Different rules for men. A hen clears throat. As a man, I take great pride in mastering all performances. This is probably a little TMI. I will now quietly excuse myself from this fun thread. Story time. My mom fell and hit her head. She's fine. I was worried about her. The next morning I texted my dad asking for an update, and this is what happened. How is mother's head? I've had better. I want to open a restaurant that specializes in barbecue pork bat. I'm going to call it Bat Stuff, so when women tell their men let's try bat stuff, they get all excited, and then they get disappointed, and then they get happy again because barbecue. That crosses the line. Gordon Ramsay causes outrage on TikTok as he rubs his hands with glee and utters yummy yummy while selecting a lamb to slather. The Kardashians holding white balls for the first time. Just caught my brother screwing my sisters. Clearly gay. Boyfriend. Maybe they just friends. I duck my buddy all the time. That's straight. Straight up gay. Street fights, anyone can learn this. I once saw two guys beating up an old lady, and using my experience I thought that I should jump in using my experience from the video. The old lady had no chance against the three of us. When you ask God for a sign, and then she brings you to this restaurant. Just friends restaurant. Human rights and freedom of expression in Morocco. Comments are turned off. The current generation probably doesn't even know that there are two people in this picture. Nice cat of the week. Cuddled nicely. Naughty cat of the week. Bid my ace. So exciting. American soldier returns to his pregnant wife from Iraq after he hasn't seen her for over 3 years. My wife left me for another man. All that lies ahead, now I am miserable. Pointless life. With seaside seemingly the only way out. And while he's going through all that, I'll be in the pub with my mates every night. When someone cuts you off, but it's alright, because now you're following them home. The baby must feed. Right now, the need for blood is rising. When giving instructions or evaluating a proposal, it helps to be specific and not assume the other side understands what we mean. We must always be prepared for the fact that the listener may be stupid. I need to walk into town and find a bathroom. I'm dying for a shot. Take my keys and go in the van. Apparently referring to screaming kids in a store as semen demons is not publicly acceptable. Who knew? When Alice girl comes home a little too stretchy. Ketchup does not exist. What are you having with these? Nothing except a bit of salt maybe. Ketchup is for children and fish lingers. You eat children? Remember, when the apocalypse starts and we all turn to cannibalism, vegans are the closest thing to free range, antibiotic free, grass-fed meat. Elderly neighbor gave me their son's old PC. Found these gems on it. The nostalgia is real. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Get ready for. Man spent over $30,000 to look like David Beckham. British soccer star David Beckham and Jack Johnson, a 19-year-old from the UK who spent over $25,000 to look like Beckham. I had cancer and got really skinny for a while. Everyone kept asking me my secret and then got all offended. Told me it wasn't funny when I told them cancer. It was the truth though. Cancer treatment will make you drop weight like no tomorrow. I'm back to a healthy weight now. 10 years later. What type of cancer do you recommend? When your siblings gets too good at the game, so you make up new rules to win. To all my teachers who said I couldn't make it. Possibly the worst coloring book in history. Do you ever think about how super ducked up Danny Phantom is? A 14-year-old boy ducking dies in a tragic lab accident. But the accident happens halfway into an alternate dimension. So he is both killed in one dimension and not killed in the other. Danny is literally Scrodinger's boy, both dead and alive. He's a living corpse possessed by his own ghost. Dude, what? So sad that kids today spend so much time online. When we were kids we were always outside throwing rocks at one another, smoking, lighting small fires, stealing car hood ornaments, shoplifting, trying drugs. One time I drank gasoline. Alright, Twitter, roast me. Let's hear some stuff I haven't heard before. You're pretty. That's the roast. You asked for something you've never heard before. How did criminals even get caught in the 1800s? I cold pulled historical numbers. Bro, look at you, skin color. Cotton would be the only thing you would be pulling. Teacher, come to the blackboard, Jamal. Jamal, I'm already here. Teacher, oh oops lol. The Best Buy employee selling me another RTX 3000, knowing damn well I'm gonna eat it in front of him again. I love how people make fun of me because I've never smoked weed before and I have no desire to. Sorry that I don't want to be some low energy stainer who's always sleepy and lays on the couch eating food when myth lasts 10 times longer and I actually have productive days. Ex-soldier raids animal shelter with assault rifle in full tactical gear to get cat back. He launched a one-man raid on an animal shelter after he believed that his missing cat was being held at the facility. Employer. So what you're telling me is, you're here for the money, me, and benefits. Employer. Voice. You mean sex toys that are rude and don't even vibrate? No thank you. Whatever. Fresh like that cries. No one. Meanwhile in Florida man claims he only drank at stoplights and not while driving. Arrested for DUI. Ladies, if a guy punched you, do you think you should hit him back? Yes, absolutely. No. If a woman were to punch me, should I hit back? Yes, absolutely. No, you shouldn't. You poor thing. Was there no one to teach you about true gender equality? Man spent 12 years in coma. Says he heard everything including his mother saying, "I hope you die." I hear that without being in a coma. They let Magic Johnson play basketball with full-blown HIV, but won't let Kyrie Irving play because he won't get a COVID shot. Are you aware that NBA players do not have penetrative sex during a game? Is there any air fryer that can handle a family of 8? Take it easy, Jeffrey Dahmer. Not funny. The man was sick and mentally unstable. He was a mere deer. Mere deer is not funny. First day of the internet. I bet he's thinking about other women. How did the monster from Jeepers Creepers not only register a vehicle, but also get a personalized license plate? You're such a dumb animal. You pay 30% of your income to stay out of prison. A friend just sent me this 10-year-old prize structure for a StarCraft tournament, and I can't stop laughing. Prizes. First balls, $500. Second place, $250. Third place, $150. Fourth place, $100. Fifth to 8th place, 25 bitcoins. Mommy, may I have a cookie? No, hey, go to bed. But mom, why not? Because you died 5 years ago. After seeing the Earth from the moon, Neil Armstrong said it changed his perception of humanity. Before there were arbitrary divisions and strife. But afterwards he only saw one people. All losers who hadn't been on the moon ever. Real question. If your mom's phone number turned into money, how much money would you have? You ain't from Florida if you haven't had this for Thanksgiving. Remember, Kevin McAllister could have phoned the police at any time. He was a child who had accidentally been left alone. One call and he would have been safe. But it was never about safety. He was hunting those men. He wanted them to die. It was fun for him. He enjoyed it. He was teaching about Microsoft Word without computer. In Afghanistan they teach Call of Duty without any computers. I just had my first kiss. Your mom doesn't count. But your mom does. How to kill. She doesn't give hand jabs. She gives hand careers. Do you want them sweet or salty? I want them like her. We do not have ugly popcorn. People are saying that Lil Wayne was sent by God to teach people how to rap. I don't remember sending anybody. Destruction 100. Are you eating healthy? Yes. Today I made aged organic milk tossed over seasoned tomato puree spread on baked whole wheat. Wow. Let me see. What the duck? Women should keep at least one nut pic on their phone. So when someone sends one, they can return the favor with the caption "You make me hard too." One of my Muslim teachers told me to take my hat off. So I told her to take off hers. Let me guess, detention? Detonation. This is Lina Medina. She was the youngest woman to give birth at 5 years old in May 1939. She had a condition known as precocious puberty. This is when sensual development happens at an early age. Ancient Greeks inventing threesomes. Romans finding out you can add women. You like miners because you are a pay-for-file. I like miners because they supply my cobalt mining operation. We are not the same. Me. So what disease do I have? Nurse. You have Alzheimer's. Me. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. If you're not supposed to swallow gum, why does it taste so good? Ducking autocorrect. Mom. Leave the darn sign in the kitchen where it belongs. Life is short, the bowl. She's having a heart attack. We need a doctor. I'm a doctor of philosophy. She's going to die. We're all going to die. Woody with 3 months without blinking because Andy has not left his house for quarantine. Moving my sister's mattress today. Wonder what she stored under there. Breaking. BBC journalist Talha Law has said Hotla was right. In what context? What context would make what she said excusable? If Hotla said that Spurs were the smallest team in London. When you're fighting a lion in a river and both of you see a crocodile. What was your proudest gaming moment? When I nutted to a GTA striper at 12 years old. But, hey mom. Dad texted. He wants you to do something. I'm still at the bath. Be a darling and do it for me. Okay. But. When you put a nicotine patch on him every night when he sleeps with you, so he has withdrawals when you're not together and he becomes addicted to hanging out with you. The prick who murdered my son is a mod on here. Removed. I saw this before it got removed. The name of the mod is removed. This comment was removed due to rule mu. Disclosing the names of the mods who most definitely did not murder Op's son with a machete is strictly verbatim. Wait. Nobody said anything about a matchy. Hello, this is Roger from DoorDash. Pick a number between 1 and 10. 4. Wrong. No food for you. What? Why? Roger please. Couple with disgusting 33-year age gap defend their relationship. I've been in a similar situation myself. I'm 39 and have a 19-year-old girlfriend. Last year in a restaurant I was subjected to an evening of people shouting pay due. 30-year-old bastard. And you should be ducking ashamed. Completely ruined our 10-year anniversary. 15-year-old boy imitates 14-year-old girl on social media to attract a pay-for-file, then proceeds to attack the pay-for-file until police arrive, where he then delivers a thumb drive of all the conversations, all while wearing a Spider-Man mask. Dad invents flamethrower for kids to play with at home. Best toy ever. Canadians now. Certain sections of the Geneva Convention being made specifically because of Canadian brutality to German prisoner of wars in World War I. For extra cash, consider robbing sex offenders. Their address is easy to find, and they can't own guns. Modern problems require modern solutions. Girls that grew up without a father. Boys that grew up without a father. Spot the protagonists. When you tell her you've been eating pineapple, but really you've been eating bologna sandwiches and drinking Coors Light. Chinese. We will hack Indian database. The Indian database. Hello, it's Jeff Bezos. You win special giveaway for $10 million. All me needed credit card info. Okay. Hold up. How do I know it's really Jeff Bezos? Are you actually a mascot? Yeah lol, I'm the eagle. That's really cool lol. I don't know anyone else who's a mascot. Yeah well, it's pretty neat. We are not supposed to tell people though. And a lot of people ask, who is the eagle? Cause they don't know. But no one asks, how is the eagle? And it gets to you sometimes. Oh man. Well, how is the eagle, honey? Would you rather be marked with a tracking device so that the government always knows where you are, or with a microphone so that it always knows what you are saying? There's Adam Glimmer, a major league asshole from the New York Times. I think they meant the date. Installed on the ceiling. Do not remove. Ford. We were proudly founded by Henry Ford. Toyota. Our founder was the visionary Kichiro Toyota. Volkswagen. How big of an age gap is too big in a relationship? I'm 32, my girlfriend is 22, we've been together 10 years. How do I delete a tweet? Nice try, aliens. There is no secret underground base on Mars. By Human. I'm in your shed. Mate, I've looked in my shed and I can't find you. Are you sure you're in there? Wish you random duckers would stop talking the pass out my name. 50 message requests telling me to get out of your shed. I'm obviously not in your shed, you recess bastards. Stupid infidels. He's holding what is his equivalent of an infant's crick skull. Police robot told woman to go away after she tried to report crap, then sang a song. Interviewer. So tell me about what you did in the military. Me. I'd rather not. I kinda need this job. When you meeting the Avengers today and Stanley tomorrow? Milli Vanilli watching people get famous for lip syncing on TikTok. George Washington died in 1799. The first dinosaur fossil was discovered in 1824. George Washington never knew dinosaurs existed. Why are you liking my girlfriend pic on Facebook? Ah sorry mate, ding, I must have accidentally slipped on the like button whilst I was having a wank. As a reasonable worst case scenario, the British government is planning scheduled energy blackouts. I lived in Lebanon for 7 years, where scheduled 3-hour cuts are part of everyday life. Here's what I learned from the Lebanese on how to scope, organize and try to overthrow the government. In the Middle East, they are bombing us again. Dad. Don't worry my daughter. This time it's different. We are now being bombed by Kamala Harris, the first female vice president of USA. We should be proud. This is part of history. My teacher told me I'd be no good at poetry due to my dyslexia, but so far I've made 3 jugs and a bass, so duck you Mr. Macpherson. Adults are probably spanked more nowadays than children. Until next time. Police in America, get down on the ground and put your hands behind your back. European police, get down on the ground and put your hands behind your back. Now bark for daddy. Making the decision to embait is hilarious as duck. You just be chillin' watching TV, then all of a sudden you're like. Of course the Morbius re-release failed. All our memes were about wanting a TV show. Sony, make us a Morbius TV show, we'll watch it for sure. When you finally do crick with the old man at the gas station, and he takes you on an adventure. If she can push a stroller, she can push a mower. Stay woke boys. This morning I cricked an egg, and it was double yolk, and I was like cool. Second one I got double, and then I'm like whoa. Third egg I was like. Fourth I was like what are the odds, and then I read the box. I've got salad for dinner. Well, it's fruit salad. Actually, it's mostly grapes. Okay, it's all grapes. Fermented grapes. Fine. It's wine. I've got wine for dinner. Ask for the sauce. But sir, our dignity. Do it. Siri kept calling me Shirley this morning, and I was getting really annoyed. But I realized I had left my phone in airplane mode. Raccoons are saddle breaking feral hogs and riding them into battle against the possums. The media probably won't cover this. In 1983, a man confessed to his wife's murder after part of a female skull was discovered in a peat bog near their home in England. He was converted based on this confession. The skull turned out to be from someone who actually died about 1750 years earlier. Not original. Fake. Poor product quality, poor service by seller. Delivery time below expectation. Seller response. Hee. Everyone alive is immortal. Based on statistical incidents. I'm immortal. How so? Haven't died yet. Who are you? Who are so wise in the ways of science? You're immortal until proven otherwise. As a skeptic, I see it as my duty to prove as many people wrong as I can. Wait. Back in my day, I could walk in a store with $25 and walk out with 6 porterhouse steaks, 2 chickens, a case of beer, 5 bottles of wine, 2 loaves of bread and a gallon of milk. Can't do that today. Too many ducking cameras. Greg will not stop referring to his tentacles as Gregsticles. How do I discourage him from this behavior? Greg has been muted. Acknowledging Constable Kylie, who joined 2 years ago at the age of 23. Constable Kylie has been in charge of the incidents room here at the Bogan City Police Department ever since. Keep up the great work and congrats on losing all the weight, Sergeant Shazza. Dramatic fight between 2 submarines. What is something illegal that you've done and gotten away with? So you know how some people have bowls of candy with the Take One sign out for Halloween. Well, I ducked a dead moose. Noah, you got to enjoy the little things in life, like blowing bubbles. Mason, they call me Bubbles in the classroom, because I'm always rising to the top. I will not breathe until Mr. Beast comments on this vid. Comments are turned off.